Let's Play Area 51, brought to you on behalf of GameAnyone.com by FrozenFoxy.
Remote viewing was a promising avenue of research that failed to live up to its initial potential.
Yeah,
Harnessing psychic abilities to spy on one's enemies has a provocative lure.
sucks when
But
Tom
test
Cruise
subjects
does it.
were wildly erratic with their results. Those who showed more consistent abilities were, in my opinion, inadequately trained, and the program was eventually discontinued.
Ah well, that's what happens when you have Tom Cruise running things.
The technology we've been able to create as a result of the Pact helps everyone. Our embedded chips in cell phones allow us to easily record conversations around the globe.
I don't think you need that.
Nanofibers woven into currency let us monitor the world's money wherever it goes. And we've placed monitoring devices the size of pinheads in most generic light fixtures. This enables us to gather surveillance in the homes of the average American. And let me tell you, the things they do in the privacy of their own homes is far more disturbing than anything found here at Dreamland.
Yeah, like BDSM and other various things that we don't want to hear about.
As for my own work, it has always been the primary focus of Area 51. And these other diversions, black helicopters, cow mutilations, and the like, have been the pastime of those unable to grasp the importance of my research.
Moo!
What we have created made the world we have today. It is only natural for us to control it. People simply do not understand what it takes for them to safely eat their hamburgers, see their television shows, drive their cars. It's a dangerous world, which is why the Pact is of such immense benefit to us. It offers us a delightful weapon that causes epidemic mutation and destruction of our enemies.
What a
And the
jerk.
masses can sleep at night, nary a care.
You know what's kind of funny is I actually don't like hamburgers, even though I mention them a lot in my Let's Plays.
Bioweapon engineering requires finesse to manipulate both the pathogen and the population in a way that accomplishes the desired effect. It necessitates extensive lab work, followed by a series of controlled study groups. One such example of a localized control group was the 1976 experiment in a Philadelphia hotel. We were able to successfully introduce the pathogen, which became commonly known as Legionnaire's disease. It became the model for more complex experiments released into larger population groups, such as HIV and the SARS virus.
That sucks.
Ebola has been the most virulent of our population-tested experiments, and the most difficult one to keep in check.
Well, that sucks a lot. You guys shouldn't be releasing that. You know, I always thought the Philadelphia experiment was about transporting Philadelphia cheesesteaks. Whatever.
The crowning jewel of the Pact, truly, is what Dr. Cray calls the infection carrier. Edgar's biochemistry held the key. I don't claim to understand the specifics, but the result is magnificent. Death has never been more beautiful.
It's because Edgar sings Tainted Love all the time.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, as well as the World Health Organization, act as our preliminary survey team, gathering statistics and data of the virulence of the pathogens we have released. They also monitor established outbreak parameters, so the pathogens remain under our direction.
So you're actually just trying to release diseases everywhere. I see. Jerk.
These These organizations were exceedingly useful in the mid-90s when the loss of several test rats who migrated into New Mexico and Arizona created a scare of hantavirus. They were able to capture the rats and return them to us while downplaying to the general public the immediate threat. The end result of these controlled experiments was to be the resurgence of bubonic plague and smallpox to create a pandemic, allowing the government to control the surviving population with considerable ease.
That's asinine.
But these experiments with earthly viruses ran concurrent with my long-term research into alien pathogens. The difficulty of unlocking the alien mitochondria was a continual disappointment to me until May 17th. 2002.
Oh yeah? What happened then?
It was on that day that I discovered it replicates through binary fission with an accelerated incubation period. I realized that if I attenuated the incubation period, I would be able to control the growth of the mutagens. Since then, I've been able to easily manipulate the alien DNA and hybridize it with human DNA.
So that's what you did to me.
These experiments have given rise to my greatest innovation, a living, breathing, unstoppable organism I call the infection carrier. Others refer to it simply as the weapon.
And even others still refer to it as Edgar, and then even more others refer to it as Marilyn Manson.
I will not allow others to desecrate my work with their myopic agenda. I will stop them with the weapon that they conspire to use against me.
Oh.
The world will not forget Dr. Winston Gray.
Actually, they will. So, I guess that's how this entire game started. He released the virus himself. Asshole. Whatever. Anyway, that is going to be it for this Let's Play. If you want to read through all of these various things, well, you're going to have to play through the game yourself, because I am not reading through all this. There's just way too much of it. There's some extras that talk about the voices and all that kind of stuff, and then there's cinematics and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, bye for now, everyone.